Hey guys, so this part, it's not that important, but it might be like a little bit crooked because I haven't used this setup in a while. But yeah, that's not the point. So I recorded a room tour last year around the same time of the year, and a few months after that, I changed the layout if it wasn't obvious because my PC's on the Windows side and my TV's on the garage side. No, not the garage side, the hallway side. And then my bed's on the same side, but it's just like it's on the garage side, but it's on the window side instead of the garage and the hallway side. But pretty much the story behind that was, well, let me get up and show y'all. So on like a random day in November, I wanted to move the bed like right here, like awkwardly on the side, and then I wanted to put the TV on that wall, and then I wanted to keep the PC probably in like that corner, like over there or something, but I never got around to that. I couldn't even do that because the bed is way too massive, and like the width of like my TV setup would be like too much and it would look stupid. So I didn't want to have to put it back to the old layout because I had done so much work already. So I had just flipped the layout so that way it was still different. And this setup's alright, but it kind of sucks because both of my TVs are kind of too low to the ground now. Because before, my CRT was like up to there maybe, and then my main TV was like up how high this desk was, but now it's like all the way down here like a preschool sized table. So yeah, that sucks. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I thought I would give y'all a more detailed room tour, and I'm gonna try to explain everything as well as I can because there's a lot of stuff here that would be pretty interesting to talk about. I have a room tour from last year where I do explain everything, but I scrapped that because I felt like I kind of talked too much. But now that I have more experience with like yapping because of the X video, wait, not like that, but like with that video, I talked a lot, and with like a couple of my Doki Doki videos, I have more experience. So I can finally do that on a project that I care more about, like this room tour. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, so I didn't want to have to, but I think I'm gonna use 0.5 for most of the video because I just can't fit everything and like how close I am or whatever. So here's the door area. This is actually kind of unchanged from my old room because there's still a bunch of hoodies here that I don't even wear anymore. Besides like one, I think. Yeah, this is the only one that I wear still. And then there's another one in my closet, but it's not over here. Um, this little peg right here is where I hang my belt at. These two are where I hang my hat at. These are just random things. I took those Pikachu ears to ear to school on the last week or whatever. Then over here, there's a piece of glass that I could show y'all where that goes, but I took it off. Over here's the mirror. I moved this to the closet whenever I'm getting ready. That's just like a piece of a crib that I used to lock my door sometimes, but like I don't really use it that much anymore. This is a fan that I like have on and off plugged in. I turn it on sometimes if like it smells like shit outside, so that way it like creeps under the door and like it blows away the smell. Because it like kind of often does from like the restroom, and I don't want to just leave my window open all the time. So here we got some shoes, my fancy shoes. They're kind of like scraped up in deodorant stuff because I keep my deodorant around here too. There's a lint roller, there's a little ball for one of my mini basketball hoops. Some more shoes. These are my Jordan 4 crafts. I forgot what the actual name was. some Walmart Jordans. These are really nice. I saw them in like early December, and then I posted them on Facebook, and my auntie got them for me, Auntie Jackie. And then these shoes I got like late December. I was staying with my auntie, and then like the night after the day after we went to a bunch of pawn shops, and I bought these for like $60. I wear these a lot, and I wore them so much to where there's a hole in like one of the like air pockets, and like I sometimes say I'm so freaking fat I busted it. But yeah, these drawers right here I used to use a lot, but I don't really anymore. There's like random crap in them, and they're even kind of broken. Anyway, I got that I think from my auntie, because like somebody makes those, and I made like a version of that back when I was in elementary school. That's in the living room. I might move it in here, I don't know. Hot Wheels cars, I have a bunch more. Old elementary school tag, I think. Light switch. This is actually covering like a hole in the wall because this thing is broken. I haven't bothered to buy a new one. This light switch is like the only one in the house that feels really weird. I'm not gonna turn it off because I have a smart light, but yeah. Behind my TV, I have a box full of random crap like old LED lights and projector and the 2K game that fell behind here somehow. A bunch of markers I bought for a Valentine's Day card I made a long time ago. The steering wheel down there, I thought I was gonna be able to connect to my PC, but it turns out it's not compatible at all with it. Behind here, more LED lights I stole from my dad. Actually, okay, let's move on to this. This display case I got for like $5 at a yard sale. That's where that piece of glass is supposed to go. It's supposed to go on this top one, but I removed it because this was horribly wobbly when I got it. And so to fix it, I got rid of the glass thing because that was heavy and it was like on the top. And then down here, I have like an 8-pound weight that's also like holding it down. There's a bunch of random stuff in there that doesn't need to be seen. Display stuff. Old like technology and stuff. There's a +4 card there. I don't know why. This is a dummy iPod that I made out of spare parts. It does not work at all. This phone works. That iPod works. That DS works. This is actually like my main gaming thing for like taking out in public, but it's just there because I don't even really play video games, to be honest. This is a first-gen iPod Touch that doesn't work, and I taped it down. This is a Mr. Potato Head that used to be like dripped out and like the watch and the iPod and stuff, but I play with him kind of often, so he's not dripped out right now. Some like Spurs soda holder things. This is a 5th-gen iPod frame I kind of just threw here. This was actually to my main iPod. I could show y'all that in a little bit because I switched out the frame for a 7th-gen one. And then, oh yeah, I didn't really, that watch, I think I got it for Christmas. I wear that as like a secondary, like on very rare occasions. Like this one time during the STAR test, I didn't want to bring my smartwatch, so I wore that. Anyway, this is the old rule list that came with me from my old room. That actually still has the original list underneath this, but I changed it to this so that way my little brother can't come in, but like, he sometimes still does. I don't really care. But art I made back in 6th grade. Piece of a Chuck E. Cheese pizza box I cut out. I used to have like a homemade animatronic right here, so that's why there's like a Studio C sign right there. I just don't bother to remove because it's stapled on, and I don't want to. Yeah. Bunch of CDs up here. Like, well, The Incredibles. That's a DVD. This is the basketball hoop I was talking about. I sometimes keep that mini ball for like. Every once in a while I play with it. A bunch of random stickers, Nutty Buddy, part of a box. Bunch of drawings from over the years. I tried to recreate Yuri's poem, but for my current girlfriend. I haven't given it to her yet. It's just up there. But some more art. That one's from 6th grade. I freaking love that piece. It looks like a bunch of thighs. Stupid. I stole that back in 7th grade from like the walls or whatever. I think I stole another one too, but it's in a box. Yep, Chuck E. Cheese. Down there's like a duck chair and a Handy Manny plushie. In my closet, there's a bunch of like random crap that doesn't need to be seen, but it's not terrible in there. But anyway, here's my PC setup. Actually, I'll show a little bit of this later. Let's keep moving around like the walls of my room. That is my old art folder from freshman year. I drew as accurate Yeezus as I possibly could. I think I drew a better one on one of my actual projects, but I had to like cover it up because like my art teacher told me to. I don't know. And then this is a pretty cool like abstract piece I drew like over the school year. And like, yeah, I just decided to hang this entire thing up because it looks kind of sick. There's a homemade Dallas Cowboys thing I wore on a sweater to church for like ugly sweater day. That was funny. I don't know how this is still holding on. The tape is like so weak and it's not even like on the wall all the way. Anyway, picture with my friends at the mall. I scanned it and I sent it to them, and I'm like the only other one with a copy. Michael Jordan at Chuck E. Cheese. Baptism certificate, like little cow thing from my late aunt's house. 1999 Spurs shirt with like sweat marks still on it because I kind of just took it off one day and realized this shirt's really ratty. I need to like hang it up as a display. This lamp I've had for like 5 years. I used to freaking love using it, but I don't use it anymore because there's like a dumb light in there, and I like using the smart light because I could just turn it off from my bed. Ginobili thing from Goodwill. Like Matt the Franchise art from art class freshman year. Over here it's kind of a bunch of random stuff. So right here is my volleyball backpack. That just has my shoes in it and like an extra phone and a charger. This used to be my old school backpack from 2016 all the way until 2026 actually. So yeah, 10 years. And then this backpack replaced it. I actually got it ready with all my stuff already, like an empty folder and everything. There's a camera bag with like the charger and batteries and everything in it. Some Vans, some shoe boxes, and some basketballs. This orange one's the soft one, obviously. Okay, now to this corner of the room. I'm kind of just gonna be doing it in whatever random order. It doesn't really matter. So, this is my CRT. I got it for free in 2023 from my, at the time, hairdresser. It used to be silver, but you could tell that I painted it like a dark gray. It has a Roku hooked up to it, and I have the remote for that somewhere in my room. But you have to, crap, hold on. But you have to, like, turn it on manually, which kind of sucks. I used to have a stick right next to my bed, so that way I could, like, reach over to turn it on. But it's, like, kind of stupid now, so every time I need a, like, TV, I just use that one. I'll explain later why this TV is actually a little bit awkward, too, but... Anyway, so here's a bunch of stuffed animals right here. Some DVDs, some Xbox games as well mixed in there. Yearbook, another yearbook on that side. Random stuff up here. These antennas aren't attached to the TV. I got them for free from my aunt, and I think they look nice with the TV. It makes it look like a stereotypical old school TV. Over here's a mini fridge. I got Christmas 2024. I used to use it to like smuggle Monsters back when I was first drinking them, and I thought my parents were gonna like get mad at me, but they didn't. I might go back to using this next school year when I'm back to buying them and drinking them, but for right now it's just turned off because it condensates a lot and I have to like wipe it up and it sucks. So anyway, oh, and up there I think that's from like my baby shower. That's kind of cool. I thought about wearing that to homecoming, but I didn't. My original baptism thing up there is like a evil Mario coloring thing I did. Oh, wait, I gotta zoom in on this. So right there is a piece of a LeBron jersey that I ripped up because I went to my one and only Spurs versus Lakers game and he didn't play in it, and so I got really mad. And there even used to be a Lakers poster right here, and I tore that down. You could see the piece of the paper too that I didn't get rid of still there. And so yeah, I've been waiting to move one of my posters to that area to make up for it, but I haven't yet. So yeah, behind there's like a wooden middle finger thing, a whale that looks like my dad's car that I made in art class as well, a fat Bucky. Oh, here's like a shoe shelf. A bunch of shoes fall over because the foot of my bed is right here, and I sometimes kick them off. Except for these shoes, these two, because I actually like love them and I wear them all the time. Yeah, and then this hamper has my clean clothes in it, all folded up and stuff. Some of my volleyball clothes are in there too. I should probably throw in the backpack, but I haven't yet. Anyway, what else? Those two posters I got in like November, right before. Never mind. I got that from my mom. I think she was shopping at like some home store and found that for me because, you know, and it kind of went well with the LeBron poster right there because like sunshine LeBron, yeah. All right, now over here, there's kind of just like a bunch of random small stuff right here because I used to have the CRT right here, and then before the CRT was there, I had like my PC right here. So yeah. But now it's where my bed is, but yeah. Baby picture, another art class piece from freshman year. Bunch of stickers I stole from church, those black ones. My mom's old license plate. The Constitution that I made for some stupid club. Like a drawing I made of myself back when I was trying to lose weight. This was like I forgot what they call them, but it was like a shirt from 8th grade, the end of 8th grade. Last day of middle school. There's some names on the back too, but I usually just show the front. And also there's a tag on it because I remembered, I think in 7th grade, they let us like borrow each other's stuff for play. So yeah, I lended that out and I still have the sticker on there. Another mini basketball hoop. This used to be over there before I got that one. Okay, wait. I never explained how I got this one. I got this one at a yard sale right before school started, and I only paid like $3 for it, and so I had to carry it on the bus, and I kind of just left it in one of my teacher's classrooms, but then I took it back like right before the end of the day. And yeah, that was a very fun day. I just had the basketball hoop on me at school because I bought it while I was waiting for my bus. Anyway, let's go back to here. I got this one while I was staying over at my auntie's one time. There's like a little robot hanging on it, and the Spurs chain that I got from the mall. More Hot Wheels. This was the old like badge from my dad's car that fell off. More Peanutties. LED lights that I don't have plugged in anymore, but I still have them up because if I get rid of them, it's gonna make the walls look ugly. I might plug them back in eventually, but I don't know. Okay, my nightstand. So, Wi-Fi extender, which I have an Ethernet going to my computer because my computer doesn't have Wi-Fi. And then a bunch of colognes, like a microfiber right there, $1 bill. This is the Roku remote for the CRT. That is my main iPod with the 7th gen case, but it's a 5th gen. Here's my secondary iPod. It's a iPod Nano 3rd gen with a new back on it. And here's my smartwatch. Here's the remote for like the middle thing between my speaker setup. Here's a coaster from my old elementary school. My wallet, my glasses, a random Bill Miller's tub, my charger, my ghetto Goodwill extender thing that has all my chargers on it. That's my Samsung fast charger. That's a secondary charger that I have for like my iPhone or whatever. Earbuds. In this drawer I keep like pencils and other like things that I need easily accessible. My trash can. And then this is kind of just other random mess that I keep. Oh, wait. This is the calculator case for my iPhone SE. Anyway. Alright, now let's go to the PC setup. Wait, hold on, let me, Alright, so I'm sitting in my chair for this one because I'm really tired. This is another CRT I got last year. It used to be in my speaker setup, but then after I like rearranged my room, it went on my PC desk, because why not? It looked really nice at the time. It looks kind of alright now. This is a tablet stand. You can also use it as a phone stand. I think it's really clever these holes are here because you could like put in a charger. This CD used to be in the spot of the Incredibles one, but it kept falling, so I took it down. Bunch of random stuff. There's some CDs in here. There's the one on top is a Flyleaf one, but it like stops playing after like the second song, which kind of sucks. So, alright, so the PC itself, it's like a shitty old office machine, but it does everything I need it to. I don't really game a lot, and I really just need it for syncing my iPod. I could absolutely have something better because like even this kind of sucks at doing that, but it's all right. The wallpaper is Tim Duncan blocking LeBron, and some other stuff. One of these has like watch parts in it. The other one has like screws in it. That's a Bluetooth speaker, allergy pills, mouse, acne wipes. I should probably like throw over here or something. This looks like a tiny knife, but what it actually is like the pry tool for my iPods or like anything techie in general I need to take apart. It's actually really helpful, and it's like my favorite thing ever, if you couldn't see by the fact that it's dirty. This is like an iPad that I use as like a workbench for my iPods. Wait, that's it? Yeah, I don't fuck. Keyboard. This thing is rusty trusty, but it used to be like a really, really nice keyboard back in its prime. I got it for only $5 and it's worth like $50, which is pretty crazy. Secondary monitor. I stole this one from my mom. She doesn't really mind too much. And then the main one, which is actually low-key kind of nice. I got it from my grandpa free with the PC. And then Monster can I keep up there. It's my favorite flavor. Like a monument, like a tiny one. I forgot what that's called. The Parthenon. iPhone boxes. The red one was my original one from middle school. The Samsung one is the one that I'm using right now, the S26 Ultra. This is like a random frame that I keep stuff in. It used to be up there, like next to the Spurs shirt, like right there, but I moved it over here because I needed to like put a painting my girlfriend or my ex at the time, or ex or whatever, gave me. And it used to be like where the Nutty Buddy thing is, but yeah, I decided to just move it over here because it would have been easier to take stuff in and out of. Evanescence poster I got at the same time as the Hello Kitty and the cat one. The Pokemon thing my dad gave me a long time ago. I've had that for like 10 years now. I got that on my 6th birthday. And then this is a calendar. I need to change the month on it. Yeah, Peter Piper sends these out every year, and they have like coupons on them, and so my parents get like a shit ton, and I take one to use in my room. Like some random car stuff I put there back when I first moved in here. Calculators that aren't usable because they have battery corrosion. iPod hard drive. The old back to my red 3rd gen Nano. Oh, and I gotta explain my TV now. Actually, we'll do it in a little bit. This is an old iPod back with screws in it. This is like a screwdriver set, electric screwdriver set for my iPods and stuff. Actually, not even just for my iPods. I've used this for a lot of things. And then this is like a other secondary toolbox that I have, whatever. And then under the desk is like a bunch of random stuff. There's a crappy broken camera I got at Goodwill for like $30. I want to try to do something about it one day because it's actually low-key really nice. Anyway, let's get to the main attraction, my main TV setup. Alright, so let's talk about where I got everything from. The speakers and that I got for free from my grandpa. That he like buys storage units and like gives all the subpar stuff to the family. It actually originally started out with these two, and I paired them with this receiver. But then, like, this receiver, I thought it was too crappy and cheap, so I took this from him. And I later on found out that this is actually just enough to power these, but it's whatever because they actually sound a little bit nicer with this. And also because I could plug in a subwoofer into this, and I ended up getting one from Goodwill for like $15. This used to be in the kitchen, and I just took it and cleaned it up and put it in here, obviously for free. And then some Jordan 5s I bought on release day. These were the worst investment ever because I only wore them for like 2 months and then they stopped fitting me. And I've tried to sell them a couple of times, but I think I'm going to save them for my little brother. 20-pound weight because it's the one that I use the most. It's like right there in front of my stuff. Little action figure. He goes with that gang, but he stays over here because he's my favorite. Phones, iPods. That has the forbidden... Wait, what? Oh, no, wait, you can still see it. It has, like, the forbidden, like, spot on it. This one doesn't have the forbidden spot, but the battery sucks, so I don't use it. This iPod right here, an iPod Touch 3rd Gen. The back is really nice on it, and it's a 32 gigabyte. I really love the case on this. I, like, kind of made the combo myself. Yeah. It's updated with all my music. This is kind of like a tertiary iPod to me. It has a bunch of games on it I installed from Tetris or whatever before it got disabled. Yeah, really nice. I freaking love that thing, but I don't really use it that often. Alright. And this iPod dock I charge all my iPods on because I'm too lazy to like plug in something more permanent. So like on my nightstand. So, and also I couldn't get a hold of like a proper way to plug my TV and all this into my receiver, so I just have it all hooked up with aux cables, and my longest one goes to the TV and it's plugged in like somewhere in there. Anyway, all this Ghostbusters Go brand banner, I think it came from like one of my cousin's high schools, I don't know. Anyway, the consoles and everything up here. So Xbox 360, I got it for free from my aunt because she was getting rid of it. And it's a arcade, I think. It's like kind of cheapier. It doesn't have a good hard drive, and it kind of looks a little bit fugly, but it's alright. I mean, it was for free. And then iPad 2nd gen. It works. Oh my god. Come on, bro. Are you kidding me? Is it dead? Oh my god. Okay, so it works and it's jailbroken. I used to have it like dual booted so I could have iOS 6 on it, but I got rid of that because the Wi-Fi stopped working on it randomly. And I unfortunately can't install anything anymore because the Tetris or whatever shut down. Calculator. I have another one on the other side. I actually have kind of like a theme going on with this. I have all the older stuff on this side, and I have all the newer stuff on this side. And so yeah, obviously the controllers go along with like their matched console. Daria, dude, one of my friends always brings this up, but like ever since I rearranged my room, like that Daria DVD set has always been here, like in this exact spot, and I just like don't want to move it because I don't know what I'd put here. Anyway, the power supply for both consoles is on each side too. This is like the phone stand that I use for whenever I'm recording videos on the opposite side of the room like that, because I like using the TV as like a massive viewfinder. And as you could tell, I was using my PC as like a viewfinder too, even though I don't really need it because I could just look through my phone screen right now. Anyway, on this side there's a Samsung tablet that got passed down to me. It has Lineage OS on it, so I could install like modern apps. But yeah, I've only ever brought it to school like once to like use chat or to use like some math AI app on it. And so yeah, I think it actually matches really well because that goes with the 360 and that goes with the Xbox One. Because this tablet came out in like 2015, and this iPad came out in like 2011, I think. And now let's explain the awkward thing about this TV. So like yesterday, we got food from Long John Silver's, and I got like really freaking mad, and I broke the old TV remote in half, and it's still at the bottom of my trash can. And I had used that stupid remote as like a stress toy before, but I didn't think it was actually gonna like break that time. And so now this is the TV remote, and I kind of just keep this phone on all the time. And hold on, I kind of just keep this as the TV remote all the time now, and it worked. Oh my goodness, bro. It kind of does a bad job, I can't even lie. Whenever it's off, though. Whenever it's on, it's actually a really good remote, because if I need to type something in, I could just, like, do that. And it's way more convenient than doing the stupid, like, trying to find the letters thing. But yeah, it works pretty well. Every once in a while, I need to plug it into the charger over here, but that's the TV remote. And if I break that, then I'm probably going to be crying for, like, a week. Because that thing's my baby. One of my babies. Anyway, I think that's kind of it. So let's talk about some smaller things. Right here where this Ginobili jersey was. Back before I destroyed all my LeBron stuff, I used to have a LeBron jersey right there. And I guess I remember when I first rearranged this room and I posted it on Facebook, one of my uncles pointed out that he would only change one thing. And I'm like 99% sure that he was talking about getting rid of the LeBron jersey for like a Jordan or a Duncan jersey. Oh yeah, and for the bed, there's nothing crazy about it. This dog used to belong to my late cousin, and he just sits here now. His stuffing is very uneven, but it's whatever. He's wearing a DC hat that I wore as a baby that my auntie got me. It low-key looks Aura, as well as the headphones that I don't use because I use an iPod and I don't use Bluetooth headphones. And also because these headphones remind me of my ex, so nah. On that corner, I don't know why, that dog has always been in the corner of my bed, no matter if it was on that side or, like, even before that. Like, yeah. And then that black thing, I got it for Christmas. It's whatever. It's kind of cool, like, sometimes. Oh, and then that hedgehog plushie I just barely threw on there, like, right before I started recording this. Because, I've been kind of having trouble sleeping lately, and I think it's because I need something to, like, hold at night. And, bed sheets, I think they're different from the last room tour, because I think in the last room tour I had, like, striped ones, but then, like, those ones ripped, and so I had to get these ones. And then also, at the same time I got these new bed sheets, I got, like, the new pillow, but it already has sweat on it, so. Oh, and then, like, there's a little lump right there, because that's where my old pillow's at, and I use it as, like, a stupid leg pillow, so. Yeah, I think that's it for my room. I don't think there's anything else, to be honest.